So you have this shipment over here, and it's 10890. You can see on the top. Right here's also 10890. Okay, so now we begin with the internet, the letter. You can always copy paste from my copy paste from the PDF that I sent you, right? The opening letter. Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, you just follow the everything here. Now the documents generally that they're looking for, okay, is a commercial invoice. We're going to get to each of these over here. All right. The commercial invoice, a packing list, you know that, airway bill or bill of lading, right? Shipment is express released if it is ocean bill of lading, unless of course you're shipping with, unless of course it's shipping with, yeah, I think it's always express released. Okay, even if I were going to ship it from a Wellston Freight, even Yangming, whether Yangming or Wellston Freight, I think it's still express released. Okay, so contract. There's a contract. I'll explain to you that over here too. The certificate of origin. We're going to get to that. A declaration of no wood packaging. That's going to be in here as well. Invoice with particular. Now there are two types of different invoices. I'll explain that to you. There's one that is one that they want for their customs, and then there was another one that I did, original version that has kind of a freight breakdown. Okay, maybe, and we'll get to that too. Okay, maybe you might not need this one here, this part here. Maybe this part here might not need this kind of a very kind of a breakdown of, again, there are two different kinds of invoices, and this one here was an original kind of invoice that I did like 30 years ago. It's a template from 30 years ago and I'll explain to you. It also has it's an old format. It's an old format type of invoice, and I'll explain that to you later on. You may not need the invoice, but you at least need another auxiliary kind of document that basically breaks down the freight and other charges, okay? Because they would like to see that too. It enables you to be a little more transparent, right? A little more transparent, letting them know. All right, so certificate of analysis. Certificate, oops, I shouldn't have done that. Certificate of analysis is the certificate reporting the analysis of the product, the micro analysis of the the quality of the particular foods that you're sending. Okay, then there's also the FIDO USDA certificates. All right, and there's two types of, actually this is old school, but there are two types of USDA certificate. There's a FIDO certificate and then a quality condition certificate. I'll explain that to you also later on. Okay. So generally, we request for this is TT, so it's basically it's basically 60 days of what do you call, payments again. It's basically it's what was it, guys? It's something. Basically, they have to pay. I forgot what this TT I forgot what this TT means for, but I usually have like documents against payments. It's kind of like documents against payments. I think this is basically it's like a telegraph or something like that. Anyways, I think it has something to do with payment against certain kind of, it's basically same as documents against payment. You submit the documents, they pay you. Okay, TT, I think it has something to do with, I think it's telex or something like that. Old school way of saying things. Okay, so 60 days from the day of the bill of lading. Okay, C&F, cost and freight, Huangpu, China. Okay, so the combined total of this invoice is, now the invoices, their breakdown, there's, like I told you before, they break down the invoices. There are two or three sets of invoices, and I'll explain to you here. And so there's like, invoice set 1, invoice set 2, right? And then the total amount is due, and I give them that based on the 60 days, right? And then of course you explain to your bank, what it is, your the instructions for payments right over here. Okay, so that is an explanation of the first page, which is the